Hello everyone, welcome back to our another video of Microsoft Azure Learning Series. This video is related to Azure Web App Services. In the previous video, we have seen how we can create Azure Web App Service and deploy a very basic default web application. Okay, so let's see what we have deployed already. So I'll go to my resource, which is App Service. So we have already deployed this web app services in the previous video. Here is the URL of the web app services and all the different details. It is currently running in the location Central US. It is part of the app service plan. App service plan is nothing but the resource which can be used to provide you the virtual servers so that you can run your web application. Also, you are billed against this web app service plan. Okay, based on the web service plan you choose, you get different features. So based on that, you are billed for your resource. You don't get billed for how many number of websites you run in a single app service plan. Okay, so we have deployed a .NET Core application in the previous video. So let's see what was that. So we can click on this browse button. It will take us to our default web application. So it says your app service is up and running. Now time to take the next step and deploy your code. So this is our motto of this video. In this video, we will be actually deploying our own code. Okay, and we will replace this default web application which is showing here. So this web page will actually be replaced by our own web application. So we'll see how we can achieve that. So there are various ways to deploy your code to web app service. Okay, so the two main types are automated deployment or manual deployment. In automated deployment, your code will be automatically deployed to your web app service. Okay, based on the commit you will do to your code. Okay, and in manual deployment, it depends on you when you want to deploy your code to app service. So it's manual. You can do it anytime. So what is automated deployment? Automated deployment is like a continuous integration and continuous deployment. So it is a process used to push out new features of your code and bug fixes in a fast and repetitive pattern with minimal impact on end users. So it will automatically deploy your source code of web application to Azure Web App Service. Okay, so you can use this to push out or update new features and bug fixes in a fast and repetitive pattern with minimal impact on end users. So Azure supports automated deployment from several sources, like your application code can be present in any of the sources mentioned, like Azure DevOps. So Azure DevOps is a DevOps service. It also provides us with a repository service, so you can place your code there also. Also, it's also automated deployment supports sources like GitHub, Bitbucket, OneDrive, Dropbox. So your application code can be present anywhere from these sources. Okay, so you can make use of automated deployment to deploy your code. Whenever you commit or make changes to your code, your application will then be deployed to the Azure Web App Service. So it's like a continuous integration and continuous delivery or continuous deployment pipeline. Okay, next method is manual deployment. So here you have to manually push your code to Azure Web App Service. So the few options which you can use are Git. Okay, or first one is Git, or you can use az web app up command. So it's bash CLI command, az web app up. Also you can use zip deploy. So suppose your code is written and there are many files there, so you can zip your files. Okay, zip your files and make one zip file, and then you can deploy that zip file to Azure Web App Service. So we will actually make use of this zip deploy method in this particular demo. So we will zip our all of the application files and then deploy that zip file to app service. So we will see how we can do that in few moments. The next method is war deploy. So WAR deploy. So you can use war deploy as it is designed for deploying Java web applications using war packages. Okay, so it is meant for Java web applications. So you can deploy your Java web applications using war packages. Then comes the Visual Studio. So I hope you all know what's Visual Studio. So it's actually a code development software. It provides you with lots of features which you can make use of to write code, debug code, and test your code, etc. So you can also make use of Visual Studio to deploy your application code to Azure Web App Service. Then the last method is FTP or FTPS. So it is the traditional way of pushing your code to app service or many hosting environments. So these are all the different ways you can use to actually deploy your source application code to Azure Web App Service. So let's see how we can deploy our web application using the zip deploy method. Okay, so we will actually have to run some of the commands. So yeah, those are the CLI commands. So we will make use of Cloud Shell. So let's open the Cloud Shell from here, and we will use Bash instead of PowerShell. So this is my Cloud Shell, which is running a Bash, that is Azure CLI command line interface. So we will actually run some of the Azure CLI commands. So I have noted down the required commands in a notepad file. Let's see how we can do that. So we first need to create a new web project, because every application we create, they are part of some project. Means the topmost hierarchy, like it is a project. Then in that project we have many application files. Okay, so we first need to create a new web project. The heart of the .NET CLI, because our website is running a .NET application. Okay, because we have choose the runtime as a .NET while we created this web app. So we have our .NET application running. Okay, so .NET Core. So the heart of the .NET CLI tools is the .NET command line tool. So we will make use of this .NET command line tool to actually create our .NET based web application. So using this command, you will create a new ASP.NET Core web project. So first, let's install the appropriate version of .NET into the Cloud Shell. So we will install this .NET command line tool in our Cloud Shell. So we will be using SDK 3.1.102. So we have to first run this command, which is given here, to install the .NET command line tool in our Cloud Shell. So let's copy paste and run this command. So this command will actually install the .NET. Let's hit enter one more time. Okay, so now we have successfully installed our .NET command line tool. Okay, now let's see what is the next step. So the next step is run the following command to create a new ASP.NET Core MVC application named Best Bike App. So we'll actually create a new web application with whose name is Best Bike App. Okay, so we have to run this command for that purpose. So let's copy and run this command as well. Hit enter. We need to pass the force method as well. This command will install and create the new ASP.NET Core MVC web application, which name is Best Bike App. So our new web project and web application is now successfully created. Okay, so we can do ls and we can see that we have our application project present here. So we can go into that and see what all files are there. So this CLI supports Linux command because it is actually based on bash. Okay, now let's see what all the files are present here. So there are different JSON files and various other folders and files. Okay, you can have a detailed look as well, what all the permissions and what all the various files are there. Okay, so we don't go into much of these files, just know that these are all the application files, okay, which are present in this Best Bike App project folder. Okay, so we will have to actually now zip all of these files and create a new zip file so that we can actually deploy that zip file into our web app service, because we can't deploy individual files here, so we need to zip them. Okay, so the next method is deploy with zip deploy. Okay, now let's deploy the .NET application with zip deploy. First use .NET publish to build the final app files. Okay, so like we when we write our Java application or some Java code, so we compile them and create some class file. Okay, some compilable file. So likewise we have to publish and create the final app files, and then we need to zip to package them into a zip file so that we can deploy this final zip file into our web app. So the command to do that is these 4 lines. This will publish to build the final app files, and this will zip the file. Okay, zip command will zip the file. Now let's run them. Okay, now let's hit the final enter. So this command has zipped our file. Okay, the name of the zip file is site.zip. Okay, and star means every file. So this command has zipped every file and put them in site.zip. Now if we press ls, let's see if we can actually see that zip file. Yes, you can see that there is a file name site.zip. Now we will deploy this site.zip file to our web app service. So the final command to do that is, so now we'll perform the deployment, actual final deployment. So the final command to do that is az web app deployment source config. So what is the source? So we will provide the source of our web application, which is site.zip file. And now where we want to deploy our site.zip web application, so we need to provide the destination as our resource group. We need to give our resource group and the name of the app name. So our app name is My Azure website. So we need to give this name and pass the name of the resource group. So let's do that. Let's copy this command first. Okay, let's paste it. Now we just need to replace some of the parameters here, like we need to give the actual resource group name. So let's do that. Copy the resource group name which contains your web app resource. Okay, so we need to give that resource group name. So we have given that the resource group name is web app rg. Now we need to replace this app name also. So our app name is My Azure website. Let's copy it and paste it here. Now we are ready to run this command. Let's hit enter and let's see. So now our deployment is happening. Status code is 202, means it is successful. So let's wait for it to complete. As you are getting the response, so means your web application is successfully deployed using the zip deploy method. Okay, these are all the different response you are getting. So we have successfully deployed our web application using the zip deploy method. Now let's, the final step is now we have to verify the deployment. So you have successfully hosted your new ASP.NET Core application on app service. Now let's check if our default web application has been replaced with the new application. So we can do that. Now click on browse and then refresh it. As you can see, our default web application has been successfully replaced with the our new web application, okay, which we deployed using zip deploy method. So this is the default web application is been replaced by our own web application. Okay, so this is how you can actually do that, and there are various other methods also, like I have already mentioned. You can make use of automated deployment or you can make use of manual deployment. So these are all the different methods given by Microsoft Azure, which you can use to deploy your own web application. So we have seen how we can deploy our own web application using zip deploy method. So I hope you all got it and understood what are the different steps needed to actually make this happen. Okay, so you can use command line to do all of the steps. I will provide this notepad file in the description box. Okay, so you can actually make use of these commands to deploy your own application also and try it out. So I think now we are about to end this video, because we have seen how we can deploy our web application. And as you can see, the number of the requests, now we have 12 requests. What are the response time in milliseconds? Okay, how many data got in and how many data got out. So 1 MB data got in and 361 KB data got out. So you can monitor your monitor the performance of your web application from here as well. How many requests? So there are total 12 requests which are made today. Okay, so this is how you can deploy your own web application in Azure using zip deploy. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video with more of the other compute services. So let's summarize what we have done. So we have see how we can make use of virtual machine and web app service to deploy our web application. Now we will, in the next few videos, we will see how we can use other compute services also to deploy our web application. Okay, so this concludes our video. Thank you for watching. Hope you all are learning very good. Thank you. Bye.